How's it going, everyone? My name is Jason, and welcome to this different kind of video, I guess you could say. This is actually the Send Me Eggs video for our Alpha Sapphire Egglocke that we are going to be doing shortly. It's actually going to be starting on October the 5th, which is this upcoming Monday. So you have till then to send in your eggs. As you can see, it's this upcoming Monday. Oh, well, there you go. It's right there, October 5th. Yeah, till then to send in your eggs, so that's about a little bit over a week, so 8 days or so. And it's pretty easy to do, pretty simple, and all you're going to need is a computer and a program called PKHex, which is this thing right here on my taskbar. I will leave a link to that in the description, and everything else you'll need a link to will be in the description. This is how you're going to send in eggs, so please make sure to follow every step carefully and thoroughly throughout this video, and this shouldn't be too long, so as long as you follow along everything correctly, we should be able to be good to go, and you can send in your eggs for our Egglocke. Alright, so the first thing you're going to need to do is get PKHex, like I said. So we'll start up PKHex, and we're just going to open this up. Now, I would suggest opening toggle box interface. Not that it really matters for this particular demonstration, but you can just open that up if you want to make things easier. Because there's also some other stuff that you can edit in here if you have PKHex and you have a homebrew channel, but that's for a whole different video. But anyway, so let's say that you guys want to send me, well, first of all, this is the first thing you gotta do. You gotta pick 3 Pokemon that you want to send, or you can send less. You don't have to send, excuse me, you don't have to send 3. You can send only 1 or 2, but the limit is 3 per person, so you may as well send 3 if you want. Think about the 3 Pokemon you want to give me. Let's say you want to get an Electivire on the team. That's cool, but don't send me an Electivire. You want to make the species Elekid in that case. So if you're going to send me an Electivire, make sure it's an Elekid, first of all. Or if it's you want me to use a Victory Bell, make sure you send me a Bellsprout. You know, make sure it's always the baby form of that Pokemon. Do not make it anything other than the baby form or any other Pokemon that can't hatch from eggs, because obviously I want to play by legitimacy rules, and you can't go around hatching an Arceus or an Infernape from an egg. It just doesn't work like that. So make sure that you know exactly what Pokemon you're supposed to send me. For this example, we're going to use Mareep. It's pretty simple because that is my mascot, is Ampharos, so we're going to make my example here Mareep. If you want to make it shiny, you can. Obviously, it's entirely up to you, because you can do everything you can here in PKHex. Hit the shiny button or not. You can choose if you want it to be shiny. Now, I don't know if this will work properly the way I want it to, but regardless, I hope if once I actually go and record the Let's Play, that nicknames will be a thing that I can see on the eggs once they're in my PC, considering I'm doing it this way. So I'll be able to know who named what egg what, because I know 6th gen it's kind of glitchy with stuff like that. But in any case, if you want to give the Pokemon a nickname, I will nickname it exactly what you nicknamed it, so it could be like your nickname chosen for the Let's Play. So let's say we're gonna name this thing Daquan, because I usually name all my Amphros Daquan. So let's just name it Daquan. Make sure it's level 1. Please, please, please make sure you follow this along very, very carefully here. Make sure that it is level 1. Another thing I'm going to do here is I'm actually just going to zoom in on this real fast. Give me 1 second. Make sure that, like I said, you have PKHex open and all that good stuff. You need to follow along here very, very carefully. Nickname whatever you want, level 1. Give it whatever nature you want. I'm going to give this one a modest nature because that just fits it good, I guess. You can give it a held item. I'm not sure if the held item will carry over. You can't see a drop-down menu on my screen, but there is a drop-down menu for me. There will be a drop-down menu of a bunch of items. You can just type in the item that you want. We'll give this one a leftovers, because why not, you know? If I can get the items off them before I actually hatch the egg, then I will. So like I said, you may as well include a nickname and include an item that you want me to use in case I can get them off. If I can't, I apologize, but like I said, you just may as well. Friendship, please make sure that you give this thing 255 friendship. Like I believe that's what you need to do. Give it the max amount of friendship, basically, because I need to hatch as fast as possible, and I'll probably do quick egg hatch codes for all of these anyway, but just make sure it's 255, or actually, wait, no. Hold on, let me correct myself here. All right, so to correct myself, you want to give it 0 friendship. Just don't even touch it, just keep it at 0 friendship. You want to give it the ability, you want to give it whatever legal ability it is. Make sure it's one of the 3 abilities. I'm actually kind of annoyed that this is being a little funky here. Let's just go ahead and bring this in closer so you guys can see this a lot better. So, like I was saying, you have the option to give it whatever ability you want in this drop down menu, but give it one of its legitimate abilities. Obviously, whatever Pokemon it is, we're going to give this one static just because why not. Country, just set your country to whatever your country is, I guess. That probably works the best if you want to do that, because I'm not taking these guys online, so it's not really a big deal. Just do Canada, then, you know, switch the sub-region to, you know, whatever. I'm going to just switch it to Ontario in my case. 3DS region, make sure you set it to America or wherever you're from. Reroll this a couple times. Put that shiny. Go over to the Met. Change this is exactly what you're going to want to set this as. This part doesn't necessarily matter as much if it's legitimate because I'm not taking it online, but you know, you may as well just go for perfect. Origin game, set it to Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire, whatever, doesn't really matter. Just, I guess, try and make it legitimate. Met location, go ahead and hit daycare helpers. Ball, Met level, do 1. You can put the whatever ball you want, but I would suggest Pokeball. Go to this little button right here that has a calendar, just hit today's date, and then make sure that it is checked as an egg, and then when it says location, just hit daycare helpers. Actually, and also Met location, you want to change this to the battle resort, because that's where one of the daycare centers is. As long as it looks like this, as long as your page looks like this, you're good to go for your egg. If you're sending in a legendary, I don't really care, honestly, because there's not very many legendaries that actually hatch from eggs, so it doesn't really matter, but you know, either way, you should be good to go. Stats, this is where you can just do whatever you want here. You can randomize IVs. Please don't give it any EVs. You don't have to you can give it all 31 IVs if you want. You could give it perfect IVs. You could do whatever you'd like with it. It's all entirely up to you. I'll just give this one all 31 as an example. You don't have to do this, but don't give it any EVs just because, you know, that's not really that fair. I want to get those myself. Attacks, now this is where you're going to need a site like Cerebi or Bulbapedia or something along those lines, and this is where this is going to become very, very useful for you. So let me show you guys to this this site right here. Oh, this is Reddit. This is Reddit. We don't need that. So oops, let me just do that. There we go. So as you can see here, we have Pokemon Showdown and we have Cerebi open right here, right? So what we're going to need to do is we're going to go to the Pokemon that we're trying to gen here. We're going to go to Mareep and go to its profile here. So you can either go here to see what moves it gets by level up and whatever. You can see what moves it's able to learn and stuff like that. And then you can also see its shiny form, all that good stuff. Or you can come to this website, which will also be linked in the description. Excuse me. And then you can do Mareep. And then you can see what moves it can get. Preferably, because this, like I said, is very important for legitimacy purposes, make sure that you do not give this Mareep any moves that it does not get. Do not give it like Roar of Time or whatever Pokemon that you're genning. Do not give it Roar of Time if it doesn't get it. Don't give it moves that it doesn't get. If you are giving me a Pokemon, we're going to use this as an example. The first 2 moves that you can put on it are Tackle and Growl. Or you can put any of its egg moves on it, which is right here. After you Agility, Body Slam, Charge, Eerie Impulse, Electric Terrain, whatever. This just depends on the Pokemon that you're working with. You can give it any of these egg moves that, like, it'll say egg moves right here. Any of these moves that Pokemon learns, you can give it. Or you can give it moves that are in its, like, Generation 6 level up that don't have a level next to it. The ones that it just, you know, automatically would start with. You can give it any of those moves, and that'll be totally legal. Any other moves, I have to teach it myself by level up or TM, etc. Once you figured out the moveset that you want to give this thing, I'm not going to make a moveset for it because it's pointless. I just need to show that part off. Once you've got that done, you can choose if you want to give it PP ups or not. Choice is yours, honestly. Then you're going to go to the OT Misc. This part, you can change to whatever it is. I think if you want to do your own trainer information, it might come through on my game, or once I hatch the egg, it might go to my OT. But if you want to do that as like an extra shout out so I can see who sent the egg in, that would be pretty cool. Like I said, try put your name in there. Hopefully it stays the same when I hatch it. If not, I apologize. But yeah, after that, really the only thing you need to do is just go ahead and hit File, Save As. Wait, actually, let me make sure I'm not missing anything. No, I got that. Got that stuff done. Attacks, you know, obviously you guys filled it in, and this is all filled in. So you go File, Save As. Oh, excuse me, I just like choked right there. Okay, don't mind the Pokemon that are in my OneDrive here. So just go ahead and type in whatever the Pokemon is. Actually, make sure you give you type in the nickname of it. So it's Daquan. Right here, if it's anything different for you, then just switch it to something like this. If not, just keep it as it is. Hit save. And then what you're going to need to do from there is you're going to need to open up your web browser. That's the wrong one. You're going to need to open up your web browser and head over to Gmail. Okay, so right now I'm on my Gmail where I am accepting all these egg submissions. Currently, this primary folder is empty, but if I go over to this, there's a few people who've already sent in their eggs from just based on the video from yesterday. I hope to see a ton of you sending in your eggs. Shout out to these guys who have sent in their eggs so far. Sorry for showing your names down here. I don't really know. I don't think anyone will have a problem with it. So, but I'll blur them. I'll blur them out anyway. But I'll, you know, show off the subjects here. So shoutouts to you dudes who sent in eggs. And yeah, like I said, send in your eggs to this email. The email is on screen, and you can see it in the corner here. It's jasonplaysegglocke@gmail.com. Once that is done, then you can go ahead and send your eggs into that email. You can do 3 per person, like I said. Make sure they're as legit as possible. Once that's done, send them over to me. They're going to come to my email, and if you use any kind of email service, you know, it should be pretty easy. All you got to do, we'll use Gmail as an example here. All you have to do is just go to Compose, do JasonPlaysEgglock, subject, we're just going to do test. We're going to go ahead and attach, maybe next time, we're going to go ahead and attach that Daquan. Once that's done, it's attached. Hit send. Refresh this. Look at that. There it is. And then bam. Then I just downloaded it. That's as easy as it is. And hopefully, with that being said, you guys will be able to send in your eggs now. And that shouldn't be too confusing. Sorry if this tutorial was a little bit long, but nevertheless, that is as easy as it is to get your eggs sent in. Remember, 3 per person. I want you all to send in as many eggs as you can and as many of you to participate. Share this video with your friends before the 5th comes out so you can try and get as many people to send in their eggs as possible, because I want to hatch so many eggs during this Let's Play, and I want to have a large variety of Pokemon to choose from. So don't be afraid to send in eggs. Feel free to do so, and you have until the 4th of October to pretty much get them in, because I'm going to be recording it a day before. Thank you guys for watching, and I will catch you dudes in the next one.